Welcome everyone to a new series, Dyson Sphere Program. There's a whole world here for us to explore and to drain of its resources. To begin, step 1 of any new planetary exploration is to check the manual, which we obviously won't do. We're just going to get right into it and hopefully figure it out as we go. For those of you who don't know, Dyson Sphere Program is all about making a giant metal ball in the sky to blot out the sun and eradicate sunburn. And something about power or things for the Matrix people. Our step 2 to begin building our factory actually starts with research. So we actually are opening the manual after all. Okay, let's have a look. So our first bit of science to do, our first little bit of research is this electromagnetism to allow us to make mining machines. So let's get started with that. We can activate it, there we go. But now we don't have the items, so we need to go and gather the resources to make it. We go over here, we check our inventory, we've got a replicator. We can see the item we need is a magnetic coil. Magnetic coil takes, essentially it's just iron ore and copper. So it's going to find ourselves some iron and copper, and would you look at that? There's copper right there, and there's iron right behind us. I'm going to go this way, because there's going to be iron, copper a little bit closer. Let's grab some of the iron first. Hopefully we can get enough. We're going to get about, let's say 20 of them. Don't actually know how much is enough. And this is taking a little while. It gets faster. I mean, we've literally just started. And on the way I'm going to gather some trees just to help us fuel up our mech. Because as you can see at the bottom of the screen here, our mech has only got so much power to work with. When we start running low, we start going slow. So I'm just going to gather that up. While we're busy doing that, I'm going to just give our mech something to eat. There's some logs for him. Okay, let's see. We can go now to our constructor. Let's see how many we can make. We can do 10, and that's exactly what we need. I have made a horrible mistake. We only needed 5. This makes 2 each. Nice. Well, we'll have left over in any case. Oh, huh? Oh, you're back. Oh, great. Okay, you're just in time. We've just finished the research. Now, what's pretty awesome is when we finish these researches, we actually get the item, or at least one of the items, go here to our inventory. Oh,
you have created a mining
no,
machine.
we know what to do. We go to our inventory. We'll see we've got wind turbine, Tesla tower, and a mining machine. So we're just gonna grab that and set it down somewhere so we can start automating that just a little bit.
You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for cover.
I'll let him talk for you guys.
The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key. You have done building the first power train.
Yes.
Turbine.
Yes, we have wind. Okay. So now we've got our first miner down, mining machine. Now you can see it's so much easier to grab all the resources we need. So now we can go and make us another 3. Ah, fantastic. We're going to do all of that. Make all the 3 of them. We're going to just make another 2 of these. That will do. And then we can just gather a few more materials to make our wind turbine. Let's gather that out. Okay, hop along over here. Nice and slow. Okay, let's see. Can we do it? Can we make more? Well, we're going to have enough of that. Let's make all 3 of these while we're just standing here doing nothing. And we're going to just put some extra food into our guy. And there's our first mining machine. Let's go put this one right here. Let's see, we've got a Tesla tower. We can put that down.
Is not powered. You need
Yes, we're waiting for power.
And supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
Well, let's just do that. Does this use... Oh, that's too much. Too much. Too much. How far are we on these guys? Okay, well, they're coming along. We can gather some of this stuff now, nice and easy in any case. There we go. We'll get some more wind turbines coming up shortly. And then we'll try and figure out a nice, good place to start our world. Start our expansion. I'll go looking around for a place and we'll be right back. Hi guys, it's me again. Let's just grab that tree. Yeah, so I had a look around a little bit, and honestly I think the best starting place for us is the starting place. It's perfectly suited. We've got ourselves some iron over there, we have copper again, and we've got more iron, we've got stone on the top, and I think we've got a bit of stone down there, and there's coal just over the horizon. So this is one of the best starting places we can have, so that's pretty cool actually. So I'm going to quickly have a look here. So we have just finished off the electromagnetism, and that will let us build these mining machines. But what we really want to do is we want to go up to the top, we want to get some conveyor belts, the sorters, and some boxes. And then obviously we're going to want some of these smelters, and funnily enough, assembly machines, because it wouldn't be a factory game without assembling things. Can't craft them all by hand all the time. I'm just looking through the rest of the items here to see what else we can go for, and I think that is all we can do. That is it. Yeah, that's it until we get some more, or rather until we unlock the electromagnetic matrix, which is just like a science pack, basically. I mean, it's the blue cube. We'll call them blue cubes. Yeah. So I'm going to be off to start finding all of these materials. So what we need: gears. We can see in our components here, we can make gears quite easily. Let's just grab ourselves 10 of those. And we need 10... What are these things? Green boards. We'll make those. And then we should be good to go with that, with getting our sorters and basically our logistics stuff. Just gonna grab some extra resources from there and extra from here, since they're not doing anything right now. Oh yeah, and I also put up, I don't know if I showed this, I put up just an extra 3. I mean, it's really not, this is nothing compared to what we'll be making. Like, I mean, this is just, what, 2 miners? Nothing. We'll be making a lot more. A lot more. I will see you guys back when I'm done with all 3 of these research. Then we can actually start with building out our entire industry. At least the beginning of it. I know it's very important in the beginning to set up your automation, because later on in the game it becomes really annoying to have to do everything by hand, or not having anything on hand for that matter. So well, I'll be back when all of them are finished. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Well, we are back just as the sun is rising. Well, I mean, I don't quite see the sun. I guess we did our job. There we go. Sun blotted out. Sunburn gone. Okay, so what I have done is not too much. So as you can see, we're actually set up in this little area over here, just to like get our small little basic setup going. Now, I don't think that was going to quite cut it, because there was nowhere to expand to. So I just moved all of our miners across over here. I've got 3 on the copper, 4 on the iron, and then I've got 2 extra over here just to get me a backlog of coal. Speaking of which, I should probably go and just have a quick look at this and grab some out, because coal can be used as fuel, as you'd expect. That shouldn't be a surprise. It's just got one little wind turbine powering both of these. It doesn't really matter so much. So right now we're just gonna, let that run, do its thing, we'll use it when we need it. I put down a couple of turbines, not turbines, no they are turbines. I put down a couple of turbines here in this area just so we can get some power to these miners. And now we're going to actually start with the whole process of building out our small little portion of automation. I can show you quickly here, the science has been done. I see the flash in the corner over there. We're going to ignore that for right now. So our basic logistics system, which gives us belts, sorters, and boxes, is complete. Our metallurgy, which gives us the smelter and glass, is complete. And our assemblies, which gives us the assembler machine, is also done. We're going to use all of those things to automate all of those things. So if we come here, we can see the buildings. We want to automate the conveyor belts, the sorters, and the assembly machines. And not stop there, we also want to do the mining machines and the arc smelter as well, because we will be using a lot of it. And as we know, since we've been crafting all of this by hand, which took a decade and a half, joking, it was only like 20 minutes, I think, we're going to make all of these. We only need these three materials. We just need the copper, the iron, in two sections so that we can turn it from, we can do both the magnets and the ingots all in one go. You see both of these use, there we go, the iron ore. Magnet uses iron ore, ingot uses iron ore. So we're going to just put those together in two separate lines and we will be sorting that out and we'll just build out our manufacturing plant. I do believe, I don't believe then. I'm going to quickly make up 5 of those extra, but in the meantime we can now go to our manufacturing. We can put down the assembler. Now the way that I'm going to do this isn't going to be very efficient at all. I'm going to have one assembler for each item that is required. I'm not going to care right now if the ratios are correct. I just want them to make the beginning stuff in whatever quantity they possibly can. So we're going to start off with the belts. Now the belts take a gear and an iron ingot. The gears, we can actually turn this off. Let's not do that one. There we go. We can turn that off now. Let's see. So this takes the iron ingot and the gear. We can make the gear in the assembly just like that by taking in an iron ingot. Very nice. So now we just need one smelter for iron. So to make the conveyor belt Mark 1 takes just iron. Brilliant. I'm going to put that over there and we will worry about it later. Just let's tell ourselves that needs to be iron. Actually, you know what? We can't even do that. We only have 3 smelters right now. So I'm going to set up the smeltery array already. Let's see here. There's production. So I want this one to come out like that. I'm going to give this 2 spaces. And then I'm going to have, I think 1 should be good enough. So the input is going to be on this side. I want it to eventually be enough space for 3 of these, just to make sure that we are satisfying the demand. This one, oh, that's wrong. This one can come out to over there, more or less. We can take those away, and then we should have the correct output ratio. Well, no, we don't care about ratios. We're gonna have the correct outputs going here and over. Oh no, you see why we need these belts already out of it. I'm gonna craft up some by hand. It's okay, we'll automate it soon enough. Actually then, let's just queue up some smelters. We can do 5, let's do all 5. Wow, that's gonna take a little bit. We can see though that smelters take stone bricks, which obviously takes stone, so that's gonna be a little bit of a trick to get to. This one is also just these 2 resources. So it's just the smelter that takes the stone brick. Very interesting. Let's see, do we have the smelters? I just want to do this just to make sure that my spacing is right. Okay, it wasn't. We can take that back all the way over there. We can bring this out a little bit. take that back, and we know that only needs to be that far. And then we can do the same here. Actually, I'm going to reorganize this a little bit, because I want that to go like there and be that way, and then I can take this one to go on that side as an input. And now I can distribute these out as needed. There we go. So for right now, this one is going to just accept the ore and spit out the copper ingots. Not copper, the iron ingots. There we go. I need to give it some power, so it's going to hook this up to the power grid. That should be good enough.
You have a building without
Nah,
recipes.
don't care. This one is going to use the magnet. We don't care about that. That one's going to make the magnets, and this one is going to make the copper. There we go. So let's just give all of that the inputs they need. And I worry about the conveyor belts. You know what? I'm actually going to just pull it off here. Yeah, that'll do fine. That'll do. Let's bring this guy over then. I think we should be... Oh no! You know what? Let's get this started. I'm literally just gonna put them right side by inside like this. Okay, let's go there. Let's chuck that a little. It was a little bit too close. Pull in some iron. Pass it along. Pull in some iron. Give it some power. See how easy these recipes actually are? I mean, they look daunting at first, but the circuit board is just 2 iron, 1 copper. You're sorted. And everything else just iron. Iron seems to be the most used resource in this game, from what I can gather. Okay, so we just took out a bunch of that. Let's flip this over. We'll put it like there. There we go. That should do the trick. You can get rid of that, and you can grab some more. I kind of want these machines to go off to the higher side. Let's see, this is the North Pole, as opposed to going along the equator, because this is not going to be a primary bus. It's more going to be just a starter. Just get all the beginning buildings automated. And I'm going to show you a trick just now, which you guys are going to love it. And by that I mean you're going to hate it. It's going to be great. Let's see. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Okay. So I'm going to take those back. Got a bunch of conveyor belts. Let's see. Can we put down the smelters? We got enough of those. We sure do. Well, more, sort of. Close enough. What's pretty cool is if you hold down shift, you can copy the blueprint and you can just paste it right on top of it. And that just copies all of the items across. Even, you can see here I don't have the recipe in here. I can copy it, but what I can also do is click and hold and drag. And then it will copy all of the recipes as well as the sorters and everything included. That's just fantastic. It's a real time save down the line. That I can promise you. So we're going to just pull this one here, just so that there's some power on this end. And I think we're safe to put that down there as well. Fantastic. Now we can get our sorting system back up. So this is where it's going to get real fun. I'm going to go, let's say 3 outside and then go up a little bit. Now you'll see why I'm doing that. It is going to drive you people insane. So I've got my sorter. You can just pull it straight onto the belt. Brilliant. I'm going to just set this up quickly. We're going to put that one over there. We're going to put this one away so we can send it through. This guy we will set up to have the gears, and this guy we will set up to have the assembly machine. We can get that all assembling all over again. Send that through, pull that in. Done. Not quite. Give it power. Done. Nice and easy. Let's just check that everything is working fine. It is not. Okay, let's just pull it in from this side. And because you're going to have two, I'm just going to pull it on twice. Using the two sorters there, and then we should have this all coming through. Now, if we look at our power grid, we're only satisfying it 50%, which means we need more wind turbines. So I'm going to handcraft these in the meantime, simply because it's easier to do so right now. Actually going to grab a couple of these plates that are already cooked and see if I can't make more of them. Okay, I'm going to grab some of those because theirs are already cooked, and there we go. Now we can make 10 of them. That should be mostly enough. Then we can get working on the next portion of this. So we've got the belts automated. Let's see if we can do something a little simple as well. So that needs copper. Is there anything that needs just iron? No. So this one's the only one that uses just iron. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's do the sorters next then. So sorters take a circuit board, which is copper and iron, and that's pretty straightforward. I'm actually just going to put it right here. And that shouldn't be doing that one. This is going to be making the circuit boards. And then, just get rid of this tree. And then over here, we're going to have the sorter. Now this sorter is going to take directly from this side. We've already got this set up, so we can just do that. Done and dusted. We can pull this out through there, and we have that done. Now we just need to, let's see, so we've already got the iron on this side, and now we just need to pull through the copper. And honestly, we only need the copper to go as far as that. Yeah, that's all we need. So it's going to be a little bit nice. So I'm going to pull it through on all three of these so that we can get as much throughput as possible. Although we won't really be using it, to be quite fair. And now we should have, yeah, there we go. We have the sorters complete. That's two of the many items we'll be doing. Next one is going to be the assemblers, because obviously we're going to need a lot of assemblers. So I'm going to pull this out a little bit further. That one goes as well. And to be quite fair, I don't know how often we use magnetic rings. Don't know if we use it that much actually. So we use it in the arc smelter and the mining machine, and I suppose the wind turbines, but we want to kind of move away from the wind turbines as fast as possible. But this is looking good. And pull those out there, we can pull them out. And you know what? I think it's time we make some boxes. I'm going to make 2 boxes, make that 3 boxes, so that I can just offload all of these items into a box instead of having them stack over here to their max stack. Yeah, I can just let them go forever until they're, done. So the next item to do is just grab that guy, put him down. Is going to be the assembling machine, and as you can see, it just takes the same 2 ingredients that we've already made for the other 2 items, for the sorter and the belts that we've already got there. It is the gears and the green boards, but it needs it in a bit more quantity. But remember what we said? I'm not going to care about it. We're just going to tell it to make it. So we know, so we can grab this one, we can put him on the side, we can grab that, so we can pull him over to the side, and then we just need iron. So if we, let's see, can we do this nicely? I think we can. We pull that through and take that out, and then we come this side, pull that through and take that out. And then we can grab this guy, we can put him there. Let's get our bolts going. So iron, iron. That's not what we want, we don't want that one. Ooh. Copper, copper, copper 3 times because it needs to be 3 times. Put our assembler on this side. Just a little bit closer. No, we don't want that one. We want the boards. My bad. There's boards. He just takes that. So we're actually good to go with this. So he takes one of each. And he just takes the iron. Let's see if we can get some power to this guy. He's all powered up. That's fantastic. Just trying to figure out how to get this across. Okay, I want to output this there. Bring it out. I'm gonna try and move this guy as close as possible. That should be good. Yeah. There we go. Pull that in. He can go straight across, directly in, and then he just needs the iron. And once we set the recipe, we have got it. And once we give it power, we have got it even more. And there we go. So guys, look at those things go. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's actually put these in boxes. We said we were going to. Let's put them in boxes. Yeah, I kind of want to have them all running back and just be put in boxes so they can be easily accessible here.
You built a storage.
Yes, we did build a storage. So I'm going to just grab this out, let that run, go that way, grab this, let it come out, go there. We don't really care about efficiency now because guess what? We're fully automated. We just pull that out. You have to wait for it to be complete. Oh wow. Come on. Get closer. There we go. We can pull this guy. We can put that there. And what's pretty cool, let's just see, they all have power out. Yes, they're all delivering. What's pretty cool about this is we can adjust the capacity so we don't overflow on them. Now this, let's see which ones we've got. So let's pull this in, pull that, and pull that. So we've got our bolts, our sorters, and no power. Let's quickly build out some power. Wasn't too bad. And constructors. So what's pretty cool about these boxes, you can limit them off like we just showed over here, so we can make it so that we don't build too many of them. So I mean, we don't need a bajillion sorters. You need way more bolts than you do sorters. So we will just drop this down to, let's say 3 slots is good. And then these guys, I mean, we'll be using a lot of them, but we'll be coming back for them quite frequently. So I want to just leave that at 2 slots. That one, this is 2, that's 3, and this is almost all of it. We'll be using a lot of bolts. Okay, so, well, we can see that we kind of have our first base sorted out here. Just using copper and iron, we have managed to automate bolts, sorters, and construction machines, assembly machines. So I think we'll leave it off there for right now. and we'll come back and add in the next batch of automation. Again, for now we're just focusing on getting it done, but not getting it smart. We'll worry about the smart later. Okay? Okay. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day, and bye-bye.